Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow Facebookians, YouTubers. I don't post this on Facebookian anymore, so it's just a habit. And people from around the world watching this. A lot of you ask me what is the difference between the Apple iPad and the Samsung Galaxy Tab. Well, first of all, my Galaxy Tab is cell phone only. Wi-Fi comes out sometime this month or early next month. Information is in my briefcase on when it's supposed to be out. Now, first of all I gotta say, most of the same things, it depends on operating system and what you prefer. Now, I want to tell you a feature. I was playing around with my calendar here, for example, the calendar icon, and I clicked on update. Before my tablet went into the shop, the battery went completely kaplunk. 45 minutes or less on Wi-Fi and pfft, down, gone, flat. And I'd have to charge it for 4 hours at a time. So I called up Samsung, got some Korean guy in Korea like, anyways, I said, hey, my battery. Well, if we can't fix it, send it to Texas. Well, went to Texas. They sent me a box for it. I popped it all in there, sealed it up. Sent me everything I need. My laptops, 3 of them are in the shop. 4th one's going into the shop. They all sound like jets. There's a fan issue on the dual and the quad-core DV7 with Blu-ray players. So, with that said, this one goes in on Wednesday. So, what does that tell you exactly? Well, a lot of people have asked me iPad, iPad 2, iPod, or Android. Well, I gotta like the Android Samsung Galaxy because I could use it as a backup. For when the power goes out, I could use it for 4 hours on original 3G for checking email on the battery of my laptop. So, yeah. Now, there's a lot of differences. The icons are almost the same. I've installed all basically the same icons that I can get a hold of for the Apple iPad 1, except for a couple of the to-do list programs. And I got a couple airline programs, like British Airways, I think, Korean Air, stuff like that. So, recipes are all the same. Now, my photos are a different story. Some guy sent me some pictures of nudie pics. And hopefully the guys over at Samsung aren't enjoy looking at them in the repair center. That's my fault. I couldn't figure out how to delete them all at once, so I just stuck it in the box and sent it. So, on that. So, yes. Otherwise, most of my programs are the same. Now, for iPad, of course, the iPad's got a little problem. You're addicted to the apps. That's right. I can go onto the App Store anytime for something for my ministry work, and I'll usually find something that's pretty good. Everything I've read you in the other video is self-explanatory. Now, the memory isn't bad. My 3G boost, when I use 3G, period, it loads up everything. Now, for some of you out there asking me what's going on with my internet, a few people message me. I got a young lady who messages me through Facebook, asking me the same problem. Same with the same ladies on YouTube. Great girl, by the way. Great girl. Beautiful, too. So, basically what's happened is Frontier decided to buy a phone company out here this way, and they put 500,000 new people on our server. Which means congestion is so bad that right now we're currently probably running at lower than dial-up speeds. That's right. So, in the morning is when I try to do all my internet work. Right now, it's telling me finding the closest server. That's right. You see that? That's telling us we're having problems. Now, my Baldy ex-assistant who just sits around, he doesn't say much, but I gotta ask him some. Internet trouble, Kimosabi?
No.
This one here is trying to find the speed test. So, now, people are asking me what the difference is. Well, this isn't finding it, so I better go and check out the reason. Change server. This is saying we cannot find any servers. Oh, here we go. So, let me tell you, first of all, what I think. Personally, I find the Apple to be very good. Now, I'm supposed to be testing out HP's, Motorola's, HTC. I got some info on the HTC Flyer, but right now it is saying that we are waiting to get pinged. That's right. So while this is loading, I'll tell you. Now, the tablets, it depends on if you want bigger screen or smaller screen. Right now, the only one with a bigger screen is the Motorola Xoom. The Xoom, on the other hand, is a good tablet. Now, a lot of people say Apple rocks. Well, Apple does. Their 9-time video processing will do good for games. Rumor has it Square Enix and several other companies out there for the Super NES era is going to be making games for this platform. That's right. This platform. So, this platform is fine. So, what the hell? It seems anything I want to do won't work, so we won't even bother with this program. Huh? No. So, people have been asking, what can I do? Well, for the Android, I got every program here on the Android. I got the one of the programs I like, NetTalk. Let me tell you about it. The Android phone, tablet. A lot of people say, oh, it's a tablet. It isn't a phone. I can't use it. I need a phone. Well, US Cellular has been trying to sell me a phone for a while. The Galaxy S Mesmerize with 2.1 Eclair. I said, When I found out that this program, NetTalk, here, let me see if I can fire it up for you. Okay, it says NetTalk. Now, if you can look closely, let me see if there's a way to... Nope, the glare, I think. Okay. Yeah. So, what does this mean? If you look, it's got phone dialing right there. I dial up the phone. Let me test this out. I'll show you something. Whoops. Watch this. People? Alright. Don't answer. Now watch. It's ringing. Same program. Don't. Same program. See, the Baldy basically answered his phone. Why? Because it just came up under NetTalk. Yeah. So, NetTalk is a phone program I could use on 3G or Wi-Fi. Works? Then I don't have to have a telephone. My phone number is, I got a good phone program. So, I also have a special phone program here. I'm not going to give the name. That's a minister's secret. But it has my phone number right here. That's right. I can call up this number here, and people can call me, which no one's tried yet, and it works. So, now, the email program is the same. The only difference is, instead of saying sent by my iPad or iPad 2 or iPod, I don't know if iPod has that under the email or iPod Touch, this says sent by iPad. My tablet says sent by the Samsung Galaxy tablet on the US Cellular network. So, my email is always the same. I got all my addresses loaded up on both of them. So I get email more than I answer Facebook. I don't use Twitter much. But the bottom line is what you prefer. Now, since I've tested 2 tablets out, and I got more to go, and I got videos galore for you all today. This is video day while I'm waiting for some stuff to come in. I will explain. Processing power is good. This thing's crashed a couple times, but it was only applications. Nothing more. My Android tablet crashed once. Operating system got corrupt. That's right. So I had to get a new one. That one came in. Battery took a dump. Hopefully Samsung didn't release it to compete with the iPad. Or iPad 2 now. So, there you have it pretty much. Just depends on what you prefer. I prefer this because it's bigger screen for bed. I prefer my Android tablet for smaller things. I got one tech news thing. And by the way, for all you people out there wondering about my US Cellular program, the bill isn't bad. It's about $80 a month for unlimited text and $80 and that includes 5 gigs a month. I've only used 0.93 gigs. That's right, 0.93. I haven't even got 1 gig out of it. Now, so that is good on that aspect. Like I said, Samsung's got it, so I don't have to worry. It's just when it gets fixed, it gets fixed, it gets back to me. This will be working till then, or until they mail me my other tablet. So I also use this tablet instead of my computers because I try to keep the longevity of my computers. Until my computers are all back in my possession, I cannot play games except on this. I'm also asking my ex-assistant to help me on a couple other problems. So, with that said, the comparison is, what do I like more? Apple, of course, but I'm not a fanboy of Apple. I like my Android too. So it's 50-50 split down the middle. But if I had to choose, the bigger screen, because my old peepers are not getting any better. So, and besides that, I like waking up in the morning, turning on my coffee, or saying to my dog, I need coffee. And then, firing this up, checking out my messages in bed while the coffee brews, answering my email messages. Like I said, for some of you out there, now you know why I can't get on much, and I can't do much but in the mornings. From like 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. is when the peak time is for the internet to be running normal. The rest of the time, it's lagging. After school, days when kids are not in. So, the Wi-Fi works for full peak performance when we're running with the Wi-Fi on those hours. If I'm not running at those hours, it is bad. Very bad. And the reason I don't use Skype at the moment is, like I said, I don't fire up my laptop in the morning. I try to use Skype on my Android, but that tablet went into the shop. This tablet, well, it's half the time Skype. I could be talking to someone on Skype for 1 minute, gone. And the Yahoo program, they made the worst button ever. Reset Yahoo. I figure, okay, that resets something or other, but one day when I was tired, I hit it by mistake, took out all my contacts. Oh well, ain't using Yahoo anymore. So, and besides that, my Yahoo contact that was there, I got her email address. So all I have to do is send her an email address, and they got my email address. So it goes straight to here. So, with that said, for business users, I highly recommend the iPad or iPad 2. Or if you want a compact version to keep in bed or slide in your pocket, the iPod Touch. However, I've never played with an iPod Touch, never will, because frankly, this is what I like. Now, for some of you out there saying I'm an Apple fanboy or fangirl, wrong. I like tablets. I find tablets to be more likable, easier to carry, and not carrying a AirBook Mac, for example, for $1,000. I could buy an AirBook Mac. I mean, Timo Sabi there said he'd get me one for Christmas, but do I really want one? No, I'd rather have another tablet. Why? Easier to carry, I can rotate them, and I can keep using them for my ministry. They're lighter, they're easier, and they're better. AirBook Mac, let my friend have one of those, or AirBook Pro, or what do you call it, MacBook Pro. Me, I'm quite content with just the Apple tablet. Operating system is solid, no problems. Look for future videos on comparison between the Apple iPad, the Samsung Galaxy, the Motorola tablets, the HTC, the Toshiba, and other tablets running Android and Windows. Please add suggestions and comments in the box. Please subscribe if you like. And please rate if you like. And please add me as a friend if you like. Please look for other videos coming up. Thank you and have a super duper day.